What's going on, everybody? It's Dr. Delatorro. Listen, one of the most common public speaking tips you've probably heard in order to build confidence when you get ready to deliver a presentation is to imagine or envision the audience naked as a way to kind of have some advantage over the audience and put yourself in a more superior state than the audience, if that makes sense. And not only is it trash and it doesn't work and it's ineffective, but it's also kind of creepy. Let's just be honest, right? So listen, I understand that public speaking and presentation can be quite daunting, okay? Not only is it one of the #1 fears in the world, but it is just something that requires and can evoke a lot of other fears outside of just the fear of public speaking itself. And so I've got some really cool, awesome strategies that you can use instead of trying to visualize an audience naked that will not get HR called on you, all right? So let's rock, baby. Let's jump right into it. So since imagining the audience naked is trash, let's do this instead. First and foremost, what I want you to do is I want you to focus on them. First thing I want you to do is take the focus, the energy, the intention off of you. One of the biggest things that's gonna create nerves in you is too much focus on you, right? I'm nervous about how I look, how I sound, how the audience thinks about me, how the audience is gonna feel about me. Are they gonna like my cologne? Are they gonna like my perfume? Are they gonna like my shoes? Are they gonna like the graphics on my slides? Are they gonna like my slides? Are they gonna like my stories? Are they gonna like my? And that's what's got you so nervous. There's way too much focus and attention on you, my friend. And you've got to get the focus and the attention off of you by focusing on them. Why are they there? What outcome are they looking for? What are they seeking to accomplish? Who drove the furthest? Waiting on your words, your story, your content, your impact. Listen, you're never just speaking to the audience that's in front of you, because when you do a good job as a speaker, guess what? The people that hear you tell what you said to someone else. And sometimes, this is so powerful, sometimes the person that's in front of you at that gig is not who your message was meant for. I can't tell you how many times on social media I've gotten a message from someone who said, I was at your conference today, I was at your business conference, it was amazing, and everything that you said, I was almost in tears over, because back home, my husband is dealing with this, my aging mother is dealing with this, my business partner was dealing with that. Everything you said impacted my life, but I was able to take it back and touch so many other people's lives. So my friend, it's not about you. And if you want to become a 10 times more impactful speaker, then stop worrying so much about how you look, how you sound. Listen, I want you to operate in excellence and sound great and look great and have your great graphics and all that stuff, but stop focusing on you and focus on them. What are a couple ways you can do to focus on them? Make sure that you read up on all the information about the client before you show up. When you show up, go around and network and shake hands and ask questions about why they're there, why they're excited, what they're looking forward to learning from you. Does that make sense? Get in their world, and I guarantee you it will make the nerves vanish. You don't have to visualize anybody in your audience doing anything but loving your presentation, applying everything you teach them, and then enrolling in whatever you have to take them to the next level, whether it's buying a book, an online course, a retreat, a program, a conference, fill in the blank. Does that make sense? If you're gonna envision anything, envision your presentation going incredibly well, envision getting repeat business from that client, and envision the people in the audience taking action on what you teach them, and envision them enrolling in whatever it is that you have as the next step for their growth and development. Does that make sense? Do that instead of seeing them as naked, okay? Number 2, serve, don't speak. The last time you volunteered at your local nonprofit organization or at your church or your synagogue or mosque or spiritual campus for cleanup day or for some type of a give back to the community or give back to those who are less fortunate, were you nervous? Last time you went on a missions trip and you flew to another part of the world and you helped those in dire need, were you nervous when you did that? Isn't it amazing how when we show up to serve, we're not nervous? So what's the lesson? Serve your audience and stop trying to speak to the audience. I know that we're talking about public speaking, and I get that. And I know that we're still speaking words out of our mouth into an audience full of people, and I get all that. But what if you showed up to serve instead of showing up to speak? And being important and being critiqued and being analyzed and all those things that you think are going on in the audience's mind that's probably not. Does that make sense? I really want to encourage you in this video, stop speaking, performing and all that stuff and start serving your audience from the platform. And when you show up to serve your audience from the platform, instead of just speaking or performing, tap dancing, right, to get the reaction that you think you want to get from them, if you show up and you serve them with the knowledge and the information that you have, the nerves will disappear. You will feel empowered to lead the conversation. And remember, that's what speaking and presenting is. It's a conversation between you and an audience. And when you create a dialogue between you and the audience, it's a beautiful thing. Does that make sense? Stop speaking and start serving. And I promise you, you will crush the stage. Number 3, practice. So watch this. Practice the presentation that you want to deliver at least 3 or 4 times. And I'm going to say it several ways. Practice it in terms of the number of times you deliver the presentation. Practice it on different audiences, okay? And also practice it in different environments. Because here's the thing. At the end of the day, what really is going to give you unapologetic confidence on stage is you knowing that once you get up there, you own that space. For the next 20 minutes, 30 minutes, hour, however long you're up there, that's yours, okay? And 90% of the stuff that we worry about never even happens. So stop worrying and start attracting the outcome you want. Every time you worry, you're spending mental and emotional energy on an outcome that is not even guaranteed to happen. Put that mental and emotional energy into an outcome you actually want. Does that make sense? Oh, what if they don't like my outfit? What happens when these folks are lined up around the corner to buy my books and enroll in my programs? Both of those take mental energy. Which one do you plan on put energy around? Worrying about whether they like your outfit or attracting the outcome of that audience being lined up around the corner? If you could only choose one, which one do you pick? All right? Creatively, let me write this word, creatively make it yours. Creatively make the presentation yours. Here's what I mean by that. This right here is going to explode your confidence like nothing else. Every single one of us have an area of expertise. We're a SME in something. SME stands for subject matter expert. Every one of us is a subject matter expert in something. So I want you to creatively, before your next presentation, find a way to bring what you're passionate about into your next presentation. I don't care whatever it is. If you're an expert at gardening, find some connection to how gardening applies to whatever it is your next speech is about. If you're a 30-year entrepreneur, talk about how entrepreneurship relates to the subject matter of what you're talking about. If you come from a background in dance, talk about how pirouettes and all kinds of things related to dance somehow relate to your sales presentation. What's my point? Creatively make the presentation yours by bringing in some level of expertise. Here's the reason why. When you're a subject matter expert, you already have built-in confidence in your knowledge of that thing. So let your knowledge of this thing give you confidence for the entire presentation. Does that make sense? So incredibly important, so incredibly powerful. And it's creative and it's different, which will make your presentation stand out from everybody else who's just doing it the plain old vanilla way. Nothing wrong with vanilla ice cream, I'm just saying, all right? Number 5, I think it's so important that you speak positive confessions. What you speak will manifest. Does that make sense? If you say, I am nervous, then what you're saying is, my identity is nervous. So if your identity is nervous, all you can do is operate from that place. Watch this. If I say I am a smoker, what does a smoker do? A smoker smokes cigarettes. Does that make sense? So it's not till you say I am no longer a smoker that now that identity doesn't match the actual activity and the behavior. So if you constantly say, oh, I'm nervous, and you call 3 girlfriends, I'm so nervous, and you call your friends, I'm so nervous, and you text people, I'm so nervous, all you're doing is you're giving the creative power of I am away to the nerves instead of your confidence of going out there and crushing it. Instead say, I am confident. I am strong. I am powerful. I own this. This is my moment. This is my meeting. This is my speech. This is my presentation. This is my sales commission. This is my time. Speak positive confession. They're going to take notes. They're going to give me a standing ovation. They're going to line up. They're going to enroll in my program. They're going to go to my website. They're going to opt into my course. They're going to opt into my lead generation. They're going to go all the way through my funnel. 60% of them are going to opt into my this. Speak what you want to happen, not what you don't want to happen. The more with confidence and conviction you decree out of your mouth the thing that you want. Scripture says, decree a thing and it shall be established, right? You have the power of death and you have the power of life in your tongue, in your mouth. You have the power to decree and declare what you want to happen in your next presentation. Make it incredible, make it impactful, make it awesome, make it amazing, and I can't wait to hear all about it, my friend. Listen, I hope that you've enjoyed this. I hope you've got massive value. Isn't it amazing how you can leverage these 5 things, and this is way more gangster and way more funky and cool than trying to envision the audience naked, right? That's why we said that old technique and tactic is trash. Use this instead, and it'll be a game changer. We'd love to help you. Do us a favor, click the link in the description, set up a call with one of our team members so we can help you take everything you got going to the next level so you can go out there and crush the stage. Please know that I'm somewhere around the world believing in your success, and also know that this is your year to take your speaking career into a higher gear. God bless you. We'll talk soon.